The Parable of the Three Siblings. In a bustling town nestled between rolling hills, three siblings, Lila, Marcus, and Ezra, lived in a modest home left by their parents. Each had inherited a small sum of gold coins, enough to shape their futures if used wisely. The siblings, though close, had different dreams and temperaments, and each approached their inheritance in their own way. Lila, the eldest, was cautious and thoughtful. She sat with her coins, considering her options. She'd seen neighbors lose fortunes to reckless ventures or fleeting pleasures. "I'll make my gold work for me," she vowed. Lila visited the town's wise merchant, who taught her about diversification. She split her coins into three piles: one for a small plot of farmland to generate steady income, one for a share in a trading caravan to grow her wealth over time, and one tucked safely in a locked chest for emergencies. She also learned to track her expenses, ensuring she never spent more than she earned. Over the years, her farm yielded crops, the caravan brought profits, and her savings provided peace of mind. Lila's wealth grew steadily, not spectacularly, but enough to live comfortably and help others in need. Marcus, the middle sibling, was bold and ambitious. He dreamed of grand riches and saw his gold as a ticket to quick wealth. A charismatic trader convinced him to invest all his coins in a single venture, a ship carrying rare spices from distant lands. "This will make you rich overnight," the trader promised. Marcus, dazzled by the prospect, didn't research the risks. The ship sailed but never returned, lost to storms or pirates. Marcus was left with nothing but regret. Undeterred, he took a job at the market and began saving again, this time learning from Lila. He diversified his new earnings, invested modestly, and avoided putting all his hopes in one basket. Slowly, Marcus rebuilt, wiser for his loss. Ezra, the youngest, was carefree and loved the moment. He spent his coins on fine clothes, lavish feasts, and gifts for friends. "Life is for living," he'd say, tossing coins to musicians. But soon his chest was empty. Ashamed, he turned to Lila, who welcomed him but shared a lesson. "Spend less than you earn, Ezra, and let your money grow before you let it go." Ezra took her advice, found work as a carpenter, and began saving a portion of his wages. He set a budget, kept a small fund for enjoyment, and invested the rest in a local mill. Over time, Ezra found balance, enjoying life while building a future. Years later, the siblings gathered in Lila's cozy home. Lila lived securely, her investments providing steady income. Marcus, now cautious but optimistic, had regained his footing and was growing his wealth. Ezra, no longer reckless, had a small but growing stake in the mill and a life of moderated joy. They shared their lessons over warm bread. Diversify your investments. Don't put all your gold in one ship, as Marcus learned. Spread it across safe bets, growth opportunities, and emergency funds like Lila did. 2. Spend less than you earn. Ezra's early splurges left him vulnerable. A budget keeps you grounded. Learn from mistakes. Marcus and Ezra stumbled but grew wiser. Research before you invest and don't chase quick riches. 4. Plan for the long term. Lila's steady approach outlasted fleeting gains. Small, consistent steps build lasting wealth. The siblings' story spread through the town, reminding all that wealth isn't just about gold, it's about choices, patience, and learning to balance today's joys with tomorrow's security.